from a population of just over 500,000 in 1975 to almost 10 million in 2020. The growth of the UAE has been unprecedented. For a country that's only 48 years old, the UAE has accomplished many things. But the UAE is more than just desserts and sand. Find out more by watching this video. Hey guys, welcome back to World Explained, the channel where we take you on a journey around the world and talk about their fascinating stories. In today's video, we will talk about the beautiful country of the United Arab Emirates. But before we begin, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you never miss any of our uploads. The United Arab Emirates, or UAE, is located on the southeast end of the Arabian Peninsula. The country, wedged between Oman and Saudi Arabia, has rocky desert, wetlands, waterless mountains, and coastlines that stretch along the Gulf of Oman and the Persian Gulf. Prior to discovering oil in the mid-20th century, the UAE's economy was based primarily on the fishing and pearl industry. When oil exports began in the 1960s, the country's economy rapidly transformed. Today, the UAE's per capita gross domestic product is on par with leading Western European nations. The United Arab Emirates is a fascinating country tucked away in the Middle East, on the Persian Gulf at the southeast end of the Arabian Peninsula. A culturally colorful country, the Emirates doesn't stop being amazing with its kaleidoscopic ethnic diversity, and these facts about the UAE tell it all. It is a federation made up of 7 Emirates, namely Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Ras Al Khaimah, Ajman, Al Quwain, and Fujairah. Each of the 7 Emirates is full of wonders. The country's endless list of world records makes it even more exciting. You can also rewind a century, and the UAE looked like a very different place. In the 19th and early 20th century, the industry relied on fishing and pearling. The UAE exported the pearls to India and other South Asian countries, serving as a major source of employment. But when Japan invented artificial pearls, the industry took a huge dive. Today, there are only 19 countries and 22 territories in the world without a permanent natural river flowing through them, and 2 of those are the Vatican and Monaco. The UAE is the largest sub-region without any permanent natural rivers or lakes. However, there are plenty of wadis, channels or valleys, which fill with rainwater in wetter months. There are also small areas of wetlands. More than 2/3 of the UAE's total area is sandy and mostly uninhabited desert. Sand dunes in the southeast of the region reach impressive heights of 100 meters. Dubai Police Force is the most stylish in the world, and these high-speed cars just go on to prove the fact. Thought you could outrun the police? Think again. Dubai's fleet includes sleek cars, fit police, and fitter police dogs. The above video demonstrates why high-speed cars are symbolic of the coolest police force in the world. The largest indoor theme park worldwide, Ferrari World is a unique spectacle of color, magic, and fun. Kids and grown-ups alike love the place. Moreover, the fastest roller coaster in the world is located at Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi, accelerating to 240 km/h in under 5 seconds. Did you know that the UAE boasts the world's first gold dispensing ATMs? You can take the gold out in grams, gold coins, and 1-ounce gold bars. The system updates prices every 10 minutes to reflect real-time market fluctuations too. Gold isn't the only weird and wacky thing you'll find in the United Arab Emirates vending machines. Either, you'll find cupcakes, champagne, and laptop dispensing ATMs too. No mention of the UAE is complete without talking about the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa. It stands over 828 meters, with more than 160 stories. That's about 3 Eiffel Towers standing atop each other. The job is not for the faint of heart. It takes more than 36 workers 3 months to clean its glass facade. UAE has about a 93% literacy rate and is one of the most well-established nations when it comes to putting kids and books together. It is indeed a nation which is shining with the gems of literacy and with the bookish culture. UAE takes the alphabet very seriously. Also, back in 2017, the UAE became the world's first country to establish the post of Minister of State for Artificial Intelligence. The post was created to develop AI policies and best practices, as well as to provide funding for AI projects. We all know that most nations work from Monday to Friday. However, did you know for UAE, the week starts on Sunday? Isn't that enough to evoke a gasp of surprise? Well, it is indeed a matter of amazement for those who believe Sunday is the ultimate rest day and for lazing away. UAE's weekends consist of Friday and Saturday instead of Saturday and Sunday. Dubai is also home to the world's first 3D printed commercial building. The office, created with just one 3D printer, took 17 days to print and 3 months to assemble. One of the most fascinating architectural achievements in the UAE are the man-made islands in Dubai. The Palm Jumeirah is so big, and it's like a mini-city with many hotels, homes, and even a monorail. You have to see it to believe it. The island is in the form of a palm tree with the branches spreading out. The other two notable man-made islands are the World Islands, made to look like the world map, and the island on which the beautiful Burj Al Arab Hotel stands. Beginning as separate Emirates before the 1960s, the UAE went through dramatic changes following the discovery of oil and natural gas reserves. Since the Gulf Coast formed the UAE in 1972, an explosion of wealth has turned this once barren landscape into a thriving oasis of modern development. The first Europeans to arrive in the Gulf states were the Spanish in the 16th century. Eventually, the entire region was heavily influenced by colonial powers, but by the 1700s, Britain was the most powerful force. In 1820, the Sheikhs signed a treaty with the British government, known as the Trucial-Sheikhs Treaty. Britain would protect them. Granted, they would not give up land for or do business with any foreign governments without prior consent. The treaty provided added protection for the pearling industry, which was the primary source of income for locals along the coast where piracy was rampant. Both world wars, global economic depression, and the discovery of Japanese cultured pearls saw the decline of the industry. However, visitors can still see what life was like during this period in the Shindaka district, Bur Dubai, UAE. In the late 1950s and early 60s, the Gulf's oil industry began to take off. With the rapid decline of the pearling industry over the first half of the 20th century, the discovery of oil along the coast couldn't have come at a better time for the struggling Emirates of Dubai and Abu Dhabi. The first oil exports came out of Abu Dhabi in 1962, leading to increased UAE infrastructure and a better quality of life for the locals. By the 1960s, Britain decided to pull out its treaty with the Trucial-Sheikhs. The 7 Sheikhs plus Bahrain and Qatar attempted to form a union before British protection expired in December 1971. However, disagreements led to a disintegration of the group. Qatar and Bahrain both became independent nations, while Dubai and Abu Dhabi joined 5 other Emirates, and on December 2, 1971, the UAE was born. Since then, Dubai and Abu Dhabi have experienced incredible financial and social growth. Over the last few decades, the UAE has not only become the center of the Middle East tourism, but has led the way in expanding its economy into ventures away from oil and natural gas. The Dubai National Museum, Al Farhidi Fort, Dubai, is a beautiful attraction that takes visitors on a journey through the city's history. From Pearl Village to modern metropolis, the UAE began as simple pearling villages, but has evolved into one of the most multicultural societies in the world. The population is predominantly Islamic, and therefore many laws are respected. The Emirati women wear a full-body abaya according to Islamic practices. Pork is not common, and in Sharjah, alcohol is prohibited. Nevertheless, tourists will find a liberal stance on Islamic culture in most parts of the UAE. Alcohol can be purchased at licensed venues, mostly inside hotels, but a permit must be obtained in advance outside of these. A strict dress code is also observed, and wearing anything too revealing in public is frowned upon. Well guys, that's all we have for you today. Did you know about the history of the UAE? Get involved and let us know in the comments section down below what you think about today's video. If you liked this video and found it informative, then be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, if you don't want to miss out on any new future videos like these, then be sure to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification under this video so that you're notified the next time we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you have a great day today, and we'll see you in the next video.